Hello my friends, today we are going to start learning JavaScript based on the FreeCodeCamp website and we're gonna have fun together, so let's start. Okay, here as you can see it's FreeCodeCamp website, and I will add this link into the description below this video. You can easily jump into this page, and this is very basic, especially for the guys that don't know anything about JavaScript or even programming, and we are going to cover everything with you guys. Okay, the first thing, as you can see, this step is about commenting in JavaScript, how we can write comments in order to leave notes for ourselves or even for our coworkers. So to do this, we have two options. We can use double slash to write our comment. This is gonna be my first comment, and also we can write it in another way like this one. And it supports multi-line, but in the first approach we couldn't write it in multi-line mode. This is gonna be my first comment. Yeah, let's go for testing this. Yeah, we could solve this, and let's go for the next challenge. Okay, the next challenge is about declaring JavaScript variables. In computer science, data is anything that is meaningful to the computer. JavaScript provides 8 different data types, which are undefined, null, boolean, string, symbol, big int, number, and object. If you have worked with another programming languages like C#, Java, or other languages, you have heard of null. But undefined is something new in JavaScript. In other languages, null and undefined are the same, but here they have different meanings. Let me start to actually define variables. We can use, let me check here. Okay, here we need to actually create a new variable. We should name it our name, and in JavaScript we end the statements with semicolons. It means that, for example, when we write a statement, we should end it with semicolons. But also we can ignore it, but I definitely recommend you use semicolons. And variable names can be made up of numbers, letters, and dollar and underscore, but may not contain spaces or start with a number. For example, you cannot start your variable with a number. It is completely wrong. I'm a little bit thirsty. Okay, to create my first variable, I can use the var keyword. It means a variable, and after it you should define a name for your variable. We should name it our name. And yeah, let me check it. You should declare my name with the var keyword ending with a semicolon. My name, why it says our name? Wait a minute. Okay, my name, and run the test. Yeah, we succeeded. Let's go for the next challenge. Storing values with the assignment operator. There's an operator in JavaScript. You can assign values inside your variables. In previous challenge, actually, we made our variable, but we didn't store anything inside it. So here we are going to store something within it. Okay, we need to assign the value of 7 to the variable r. As you can see, it's the setup. We have two variables. The first one, value, is undefined. As I said in the previous challenge, the first type, if you remember, was undefined type. So when you don't specify any value, like here, like this line, the value will be undefined. So in order to change the value of each variable, you can use assignment operator. So I'm gonna use assignment operator and put the 7 in it, and also add a semicolon at the end of my line. Okay, let's run the test. Oh, we forgot to assign the content of a to variable b. So we need to move everything from the a variable to b. So we can easily do it in this way. Yeah, we're good to go, and let's go for the next challenge. Okay, it is about initializing variables with the assignment operator. Yeah, it's the same as the previous challenge. Actually, the FreeCodeCamp had done this for us. Here we need to do it ourselves. So we need to define a variable, name it a, and with the var keyword we should define, because we also have let, cons, and other kind of keywords to create new variables. But here we just want to use var keyword, and we should initialize it with the value of 9. So let me do it. Var a is equal to 9. Yeah, great. Oh, it is a little bit complicated, but don't scare, we're going to solve it together. Okay, we should understand uninitialized variables. What are they? They are actually some variables that we didn't specify any value when we created them, like these 3 variables. As I said, it's saying that if you don't specify any value to your variable, the default value will be undefined. And if you do a mathematical operation like sum or minus to an undefined variable, your result will be none, which means not a number. Okay, let me try it. Initial the 3 variables a, b, and c with 5, 10, I am respectively, so that they will not be undefined. So here I need to specify 5 for a, 10 for b, and finally I am a string. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go for the next challenge. I hope you're not exhausted because of this lesson. Let me go faster. Understanding case sensitivity in variables. Every variable in JavaScript is case sensitive. For example, it is different to have a variable in uppercase or lowercase, because there are 2 kind of variables and they are not the same. So be careful. I've seen that many beginners start coding and they face with problems and they see everything is fine, but the code doesn't work, and it's one of the reasons that they run into problems. So let's read it. In JavaScript, our variables and function names are case sensitive. This means that capitalization matters. My var is not the same as my var, nor my var. Okay, it's some examples. And modify the existing declarations and assignments to their name. Use camel case. Don't create a new variables. We just need to change the name of these variables to the camel case way. And the camel case way is it means that your variable first word, the first letter should be start with lowercase, and the first letter of the second word in your variable name should be capitalized. So if I want to change it, it should be studly capper. Yeah, and per camel case, this is fine. Let's change it title case over and just copy and paste these values. Let's go for the next. Oh, we have a problem. Oh, I found my mistake. Yeah, I added a wrong character to name of it, and let me fix it. Yeah, let's run the test. Yeah, we succeeded. The next challenge: add 2 numbers with JavaScript. How we can add or sum up 2 numbers in JavaScript? There is an operator, the plus operator is made to do it for us, and we just need to use assignment operator here and assign the value of every calculation that we needed. For example, we can have more than one operator. So let's change the 0 so that sum will equal 20. So we change it to 10, and that was very easy. Okay, subtract one number from another with JavaScript. Change 0, so the difference should be 12. Yeah, and let me check it. Yeah. Okay, let's go for multiply two numbers with JavaScript. How we can do it? We can also simply multiply one number by another. JavaScript uses the wildcard symbol for multiplication of two numbers. So we should change 0 so that the product should be equal to 80. So I need to change 0 to 10. Run the test. Yeah, let's go for the next step and divide one number by another with JavaScript. Division is the same as the other operators. We can use slash character for division, and here we should change 0 so that the quotient is equal to 2. So I should change it to 33 to pass the test. Yes, they are so easy. Increment a number with JavaScript. How we can? Yeah, there are two ways that we can increment a number. We can write it in this way. We can use our variable name again after the assignment operator and then add one number to it. But also there is another easier way to do it using plus operator. This sentence is exactly same as this one, but as you can see, it is more simpler. And in JavaScript, we have a lot of these tricks in order to reduce number of our code lines and write easier and simpler codes. Okay, let's run the test. Change the code to use, yeah, we should just replace it. Go to the next challenge, decrement a number with JavaScript. Yeah, it is the same. Here we can use minus instead of plus. So let's change it to minus, run the test. Yeah. Create decimal numbers with JavaScript. Okay, to create decimal numbers, let me check, create a variable myDecimal and give it a decimal value with the fractional part, for example 5.7. So I'm gonna create it using var keyword. I'm gonna name it myDecimal, and the value, for example, is going to be 2.5, and add semicolon at the end of it. Yeah. Multiply two decimals with JavaScript. It is the same as multiply two integers in JavaScript, so we just need to change 0 so that product will equal 5. Okay, we should change it to 2.5. Yeah. Divide one decimal by another with JavaScript. It is the same as multiply. We just need to have the result of 2.2. So what should we do? Actually, yeah, we just need to change this to 4.4 and the value should be 2.2. Yes. Finding a remainder in JavaScript, the remainder operator gives the remainder of the division. For example, sometimes, especially for the algorithms that you are going to write in your university courses, you are going to use them a lot, and this is very useful. You can get the remainder of your division using this operator. What it says, set remainder equal to the remainder of 11 divided by 3 using the remainder operator. So I can easily set the remainder should be equal 11 and then remainder operator and then 3. It will first divide 11 and 3 together and then calculate the remainder value and set it to the remainder variable. Yes. Here we have compound assignment with augmented addition. In programming, it's common to use assignment to modify the contents of a variable. Remember that everything to the right of the equals sign is evaluated first, so we can say yeah, my var is equal to my var plus 5. So here it asks us convert the assignment for A, B, and C to use the plus equal operator. It's another useful operator to write code less. So we can, for example, instead of having this line, we can remove this part and add one assignment operator here, and it will be the same. It will first read the value of A and add it to 12 and calculate the sum and set it to A again. And here we can have it like this. I just need to remove B and again for C. Yes. Let's go for the next challenge. What is it? Compound assignment with augmented subtraction. Yeah, it is the same just for subtraction. We can use it minus equal. Let me copy it just to do it faster. Yes. What is the next challenge? We are going to solve compound assignment with augmented. Yeah, it's the same this time for multiply. Let me first write the first one and just copy it for the other ones. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It should be this side. Oh, it's like an emoji. Okay, let me fix it. Oh, we have a problem. I forgot what was for B. It was 3. Yes. Go to the next challenge. Compound assignment with augmented division. Again, we just need to move it here and do the same for every sentence that we've got. It doesn't matter how many spaces you have used because they are not calculated. And run the test. Yeah. Declare string variables. We have another kind of variables. Previously we talked about numeral values, number of variables, but we also can store a string text to your variables. So here we can use var keyword here again, and we should name it my first name. My first name. Let me first read it. Create 2 new string variables, my first name and my last name, and assign them the values of your first name and last name. Okay. My first name is Masoud. Okay, just let's copy it. My last name, I'm gonna use I'm a programmer. You can say whatever you want, and let's run it. Yeah. Okay, escaping literal codes in strings. Yeah, sometimes we need to have specific characters within our string, but because of the limit of JavaScript structure, we cannot use them. Here is the solution for using them. For example, you want to have you want to have double quotes inside your string, but if you put it here, it will show you an error and you cannot run your code in this way. To have it, you can use a backslash. Where is it in my keyboard? Yeah, it's here. You can use a backslash, and when you add it, JavaScript will ignore the first rule of the next character, which is for starting a string, but because we use this character before it, it will be ignored and it will be calculated as a string. And so in this way we can add this inside our code. So let's do the exercise. I just need add one backslash here, the other one here, one other one here, here. Yeah, we should be good to go. Run the test. Yes. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, please leave it a like, and I'm going to continue this challenge in the next video. And I want to just know about your experience. Do you like me to continue in that way? Please share your thoughts in the comment section of this video. And if you enjoy this video, you probably will enjoy watching these videos as well. Take care, see you in the next video.